Each of these dots represents one day of a 90-year life. If you're 45, half are already behind you. What do you hope for in the limited days that remain? As my grandmother would attest, the aging process could derail those plans. She was always strong and independent, but as she aged, she struggled with basic tasks like holding me as an infant. Control of her hands, or manual dexterity, became a challenge, as if her brain lost control of their movements. Everyday tasks became agonizing, and I can't imagine how she felt. Unfortunately, her story is not uncommon. Nearly half the US population over 70 resides in assisted living or nursing homes, and dexterity impairments are one of the main reasons for their loss of independence. To unravel the source of this problem, past research fixated on muscles and nerves of the hand. But recent findings highlight the importance of another system, visual processing. To illustrate, our eyes provide a stream of information about the block, which is used to control our hand muscles as they grasp it. But how does this relate to impaired dexterity? Well, we recently published a study that helped us to see the answer. Participants traced a shape on an iPad as accurately as possible. Elderly were worse than young adults when tracing with a tool that blocked more of the shape from view, suggesting greater reliance on visual information. Some even expressed frustration, saying things like, "I can't see where to go." In a second study, participants were asked to match and hold a target force by pinching a tiny sensor with their fingers while watching live feedback to guide them. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Elderly were less steady, and this was related to surprising eye movements. While young adults fixated on one point, elderly's gaze jumped around sporadically. Now, these findings suggest that visual processing may play a more significant role in the loss of dexterity, but the story remains unclear. Therefore, my continued research examines how dexterity impairments in older adults relate to 1, the amount of visual information, and 2, eye movements. We use specialized eye tracking technology that reflects an invisible light off of the eye and into a camera to tell us where participants' eyes move. We anticipate that older adults will demonstrate impaired eye movements, especially when provided less visual information, and this will be related to impaired dexterity. Now, these results will be fundamental to interventions targeting visual processing in the elderly. For example, a tablet-based eye training application could reduce age-related loss of independence. Each of these dots represents one day of a 90-year life. What will your days look like as you age? We all grow old, our nerves and muscles deteriorate, and I don't pretend to stop that process. However, I believe there's ways to adapt by understanding how vision informs movement. I hope to shed light on these hidden processes and shift our gaze to a brighter future where we can maintain independence, even when fewer dots remain. Thank you.